Two theories that are constantly against each other are the theories of creation and evolution. The theory of creation is based on the Bible's telling of our existence. The theory of evolution is based on the process of natural selection on how we became human. In the following speech, I will give an outline of each theory, provide some pieces of evidence from each theory, and then I'll make a closing argument as to which theory I support. The theory of creation is based on the events in the book of Genesis in the Bible. The theory surrounds the belief that God is the creator of everything in the world. There is also the belief that God created the world in 6 days. According to the book of Genesis, man was created out of the dust, and woman was created from man by one of his ribs. According to creationists, the Bible is an absolute truth, and therefore they use that as a justification for what they believe in. One evidence used by creationists is the Grand Canyon. They see the Grand Canyon as a site of mass erosion, so therefore they believe that Noah's worldwide flood, which was in Genesis 6:9, was the cause of it. Creationists believe again that Noah's flood is what formed the fossils. According to the deluge fossil formation theory, the currents of water slowed down or changed course, which could deposit the sediments and fossils carried by the water. The sedimentation accounted for the layers of sedimentary rock, which contain most of the fossils and compose most of the topography. Molecular biology is another evidence used, but it's an advantage to proving evolutionists wrong. Molecular biology does not support evolution because such complex systems, namely cells, cannot arise in the gradual piece-by-piece process required by evolution. So as evidence, this could be used to prove that there is a God who created these things. The theory of evolution is based on Charles Darwin's theory of natural selection. Darwin formulated his theory on a voyage in the Galapagos Islands. Darwin used his observations there to support his theory of natural selection, which is his theory that those organisms containing the best variations can survive and reproduce in a given environment. Evolutionists believe that no meaning of life exists and there is no afterlife or God. One of the basic ideas is that beings evolved from common ancestors. They also use fossil evidence in carbon-14 dating, which is supposed to show us how old a fossil is. What evolutionists believe about the Grand Canyon is that it was formed by seismic disturbance after the Rocky Mountains had formed. I support creationism because if the events of the Bible are not true, then we have no history of humans. The Bible is historic evidence for everything, such as Egypt's rule over Israel and the Babylonian captivity. One thing that evolutionists believe about the radioactive dating is that they give dates as to how old they are. But how do we know whether that data is very reliable? Some of the radioactive substances give big results for dates, such as 1 billion years, because the half-lives of the radioactive materials are so big. Another thing that proves creation is the evidence of the worldwide flood. Evolutionists believe in genetic variation and mutations, but variation has little to do with being able to create something in the first place. You can't have a variation without a creation occurring first. The Bible is an absolute truth, I believe, and its truth is mostly revealed today with all the archaeological and anthropological findings like the Egyptian hieroglyphics giving history of their people. Creation is in the Bible, so I believe it's true. The likelihood of a Big Bang creating the world and everything that is in it is as likely as a tornado going through a junkyard and constructing a 747 jet. Something so complex has to be made by a creative mind. Chaos breeds chaos, and intelligent design creates things. In closing, I understand that most of us, since grade school, have been taught the Big Bang Theory and evolution as absolute truths. It's hard to change an opinion about things that you have been taught to be true for so long. I just feel that it is unfair that both sides of the issue are seldom represented in the classroom. I hope this speech has, if not anything else, open your eyes to the notion that maybe Darwin was wrong and the biblical account of creation is true. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed my speech.